Hi guys, I just wanted to do a Q&A video with you guys, and so here are some of the questions. Single or taken? I am single. 3 things you cannot live without. Well, it's pretty much my dad. Um, 3 things I cannot live without. Definitely my dad, and most likely my mom, and then just love in general. Worst habit is acting a different way than I mean to come across, or because I act like I try to manipulate people when actually I'm not really trying to do that, but that's like my worst habit. How often do you see your grandparents? Well, my one grandma, which my grandpa that was married to her passed away. I see her every Sunday at least, and sometimes more than that during the week. And my other set of grandparents, they live about an hour away, so I really don't see them as often as I would like to, especially my grandpa, because I'm really close to my grandpa when I do get to see him. So I probably see them about maybe once a month, if that. So my height is 5'3". What are you craving right now? Right now, I'm not really craving anything, but I really do have weird cravings. Because one time I'll be craving a brownie, like I'll start craving brownies, and then like 3 months later I'll finally get the brownies, and then I'll eat maybe half the batch of brownies and have to throw the others away if my brother doesn't eat them. So yeah. See, because my cravings go on for so long that when I finally get it, I'm just like, well, I don't want this anymore. What are you afraid of? My 2 biggest fear is dogs and water. If you had the chance to meet anyone, who would it be? If it was famous, I would pick Reba McEntire. If it wasn't famous, I would probably pick my great grandpa Joe, just because everybody said really great things about him, and I never got the chance to meet him, so I would probably pick him just for that reason. If your life were a book, what would be the title? I would definitely say Survivor, just because of all the things that I've been through. What is one of the things you want at your funeral? Something that I want at my funeral is really upbeat, happy songs, because I hate slow songs. Like, that is one of my pet peeves, kind of, because I can't stand slow songs. What sport do you like best? I like basketball or soccer the best. Vanilla or chocolate? It's definitely chocolate. Like, I don't really like vanilla. Like, sometimes I can stand the smell, but I just don't like it very well. My zodiac sign is Leo. What is your best friend's name? My best friend is my dad. What year would you travel back to? 1999, because that was the year I was born, and I would like to see like the different things that I did when I was really young. Have you ever gotten a speeding ticket? No. But if there would have been a cop around when I was driving, because I've run into very few cops while I've been driving. It's mainly when other people are driving when I run into cops. But no, I have not gotten a speeding ticket, but I do have a lead foot. What is your dream vacation? My dream vacation is going to either Jamaica or the Bahamas or Alaska. What was the worst nickname you had as a kid? Well, it wasn't really when I was a kid, but it was when I was younger, and it was J. Lou, because my first initial of my name is J, and my last 3 letters of my last name are LEW, so that's how that came about. What motivates you to be your best? What motivates you to be your best? Probably just when I know I'm gonna fail. And it's like, okay, that's a really weird answer because I don't know. When I know I'm going to fail, I'll just try really hard, like harder than I would try if I know I'm going to be good at it. So that's why that's like that. 10 likes and dislikes. I like 10 likes and dislikes. I like going to church, and I like going to my youth group. I like going with my dad on motorcycle rides. I like riding my bike with my mom. I like staying up really late because I have a bunch of energy at night. I like watching soccer on TV. I like playing basketball with my family. I like going shopping, like making a list and going shopping on Saturday mornings. I like watching Three's Company, and I like just to be creative and stuff, as you can tell, maybe. Dislikes is definitely the scent of lavender. I dislike talking a lot, which I know I talk a lot, but I don't like it. I dislike when I'm excluded, but like I know everybody dislikes that. Well, for the most part. I don't like being alone. I don't like a lot of light since right now my lights are all off. That's just sunlight from the window. Like I don't like artificial lights. I don't like black lights. That sort of stuff. I don't like the color white. And I don't like blue and pink together. And I don't like the flavor of cinnamon. First crush and how long it lasted. My first crush, his name was Christopher, and we were friends. Well, we were on the same soccer team when we were like 5, and we were together all the way up till 8th grade, the beginning of 8th grade. What is your favorite color and why? My favorite color used to be black. For the longest of time, it was black because darkness and black made me feel secure. Now it's starting to be green just because I think green is like a more formal color and it's not as, it's a happier color, I guess. Dream job. My dream job would actually be a bull rider, which I've always wanted to ride bulls. I like from real young I've wanted to do that, and I've wanted to just like be in the rodeo. Like either if it was barrel racing or hog tying and that sort of stuff. Would you rather be blind or deaf? I would definitely rather be deaf because I honestly could live without most of the words that are said in my life, so I just could live without my hearing. But I mean, I like hearing sometimes, it's just some things aren't worth hearing. Who was the last person you held hands with? My mom was the last person I did that with, just because I find that when she's upset, holding hands with her tends to help her calm down, and sometimes it'll like make me calm down when I'm upset. Would you date someone much older or younger than you? I would definitely date someone that was younger than me, just because I think I would have an influence on them, and if like nothing happened from it, I would at least have that influence on them. What's something you wish you had done in life? Well, here recently, a lot of people have been talking about the prom. And honestly, I wish I would have done that, but because of certain choices I've made in my life, I have not been able to do that, and I probably will not be able to do that. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is either pizza or ice cream, and I can't really eat ice cream as much as I used to be able to, just because sometimes it will make me sick. But I love pizza. Do you have any pets? Well, technically, I don't have any pets, but my family has cows, used to have pigs. Um, we have a dog and several cats, which I don't see why we'd have to have more than one, but anyway. Um, and we also have fish, which is pretty much my responsibility, and I really like taking care of them. Make a plan or take the easy way. Normally, I would just take the easy way, but because when I think about stuff, I just have the hardest time making the plan. So, yeah. What is harder for you to tell someone you love them or tell someone you don't love them? That would be tell someone I love them, just because when someone says I love you to me, I don't say I love you back unless I know deep down that they're actually truly meaning it, and then I'll say I love you. But like I don't say I love you a lot, and it's just like that. What makes you bored? Having nothing to do makes me really bored. Do you like rain or snow better? I like snow better because it just makes everything outside like pretty, and it's easier to drive in when it's harder. So I just don't like rain. Tell me, because I don't like water. That, yeah. Tell me about something you regret. I really don't have any regrets in life. I really don't. What's your date of birth? July 29. 1999. If you got 3 wishes, what would you wish? To be more knowledgeable about what others are going through. I really wish that I could be that way. And another wish would be just to be closer to people. And my third wish is to have more love in my life. What's your lucky number? 16. Which was the scariest moment of your life? Well, I've had 2 really scary moments. One was when I went underwater at this one water park ride. I was in an inner tube, and the inner tube flipped over, and then these people were all in these inner tubes coming down the ride, and they just settled on top of me, on top of the inner tube that I was in, and it was so scary. I was underwater a long time, and it was really scary that time. And then my other scary moment was when I was at my dad's best friend's house, and earlier that day I had been exercising a lot more than I normally do. I exercised the whole entire day, and I hadn't exercised in 5 months maybe. And then my vision went all blurry, and I got it was pink and stuff. And then I started walking back to the truck, but then for some reason I went back to where my dad and his best friend, my brother, were talking. And then I walked around a little bit there since it was helping a little bit, I felt. But then I just went down, and my dad went to get the truck, and his best friend came, and he sat behind me, and I almost had to go to the hospital that night because it was so scary, and I was I couldn't breathe. I was having hot flashes, and it was just that was scary. Do you believe in God? Yes, I do now. And when I was younger, I went to church, I did all of that stuff. I went to Sunday school and everything. But it wasn't until maybe 1 or 2, maybe 3 years ago when I started believing God. Have you ever been canoeing or kayaking? I've been kayaking, but I would love to go canoeing. What is your favorite holiday? July 4th. What's your favorite pizza topping? I used to love pepperonis, the pepperoni stuff, and anymore I don't particularly care for pepperoni. And my new favorite pizza topping is salami. I like salami. And what's your favorite zoo animal? My favorite zoo animal would probably have to be um I don't know. Maybe that one little monkey character. It's not really a monkey, but it has a striped tail and ring-tailed lemur, maybe? No, I don't know. Something like that. What shoe size are you? I am an 8, but I can fit in 7s or 9s. Which form of transportation is your favorite? I've only been on a train and a boat and in car, truck, that type of vehicle, and a bus. And probably my favorite on a motorcycle too. My favorite transportation would probably have to be either the train or the motorcycle. Or my Jeep. I really like my Jeep. Who is your favorite best friend that's a girl? Mm, right now, I'm like, I don't know if I would technically call her my friend because it's hard for me to say like people are my friends and stuff just because I don't know if they want to be my friends or not. But the person that I think is like that is probably Michelle. Who is your newest best friend? Um, Again, the friends are just like that. My newest one that I really enjoy hanging out with, the person that I really enjoy that, is Liz. Who is your favorite best guy friend? Well, I don't really have any guy friends that aren't in my family. See, because I'm really close to my dad, and he's like my best guy friend. Who has been your best friend the longest, excluding family? So that would probably be Sarah. Um, she's, I don't know how long we've been friends actually, but I know we've been friends a really long time. Do you prefer baths or showers? I would definitely say showers, but baths I never really take. Have you ever done something heroic? Well, I don't know if you would call it heroic or not, but one time when, well, several times actually, but whenever my brother has very bad street smarts, and so he'll tend to walk out in front of a car or a truck or something like that, and I will walk in front of him or behind him or to the side or something like that, and just keep a really close eye on him. But one time he was this close to being hit by a car, and that's when I pulled him back and it didn't run over him. So I don't know if you would really call that heroic or not. You decide. Have you ever been in an airplane? No, but that is one of my things that I really want to do someday. I really would love to go flying. And like my dad, I don't think likes it, but my mom does, or the opposite way around. I don't remember which. Do you like clowns? No, I actually have a. It's not really a fear, but it's just I hate clowns. I can't stand them. I can't even look at them. It's just like that. What's your favorite flower? I do not like flowers at all. And that's not typical for a girl, but I think flowers mean death, and so I don't like flowers. What do you do when you're sick? Normally, if I'm sick at all, I will go and I'll just try to get through everything, but sometimes that won't happen, and I'll end up really sick, and I'll have to like lay down and rest for like the whole rest of the day, and I do not like that. What's your favorite Disney movie? I don't really watch Disney, but one of my favorite Disney movies that really sticks out to me is Snow White. What is your favorite M&M color? My favorite M&M color is probably the brown one. What is your favorite Tootsie Roll Pop? My favorite, that would be the grape one, which is the purple or blue, whatever you want to call it. What is your favorite restaurant? We don't really eat out that much, and normally we haven't been to all the restaurants, which someday I really would like to go to all the restaurants. But here lately, my favorite restaurant has been either Wendy's or Subway, and those are the two that primarily we will only eat at, just because we know what's there. And what's your favorite holiday song? My favorite holiday song would probably be Silent Night because I know all the words for the most part. So yeah. Who was your favorite teacher? Well, I really didn't have a favorite teacher that really comes to mind, but one of my favorite teachers was Mrs. Maxwell, which lives actually right down the road from me. Or I really like Mrs. Smith and Mrs. Bowers because she was like when I first met her, she like smiled at me and everything. She wasn't my teacher then, but like I was in the computer lab a lot, and she would come in there and she would just smile at me and do whatever she was doing and then get her papers and walk out. And so like that really set a good mood for her. And right now I have two teachers, Sandy and Peggy, and I would probably pick Sandy over Peggy, but right now I'm kind of having a different view on Peggy just because she's starting to come around and it's just she's starting to be different than she was at the beginning, and so I'm starting to like her a little bit, but I would still pick Sandy. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I've um I like sherbet a lot, but that's not really ice cream flavor. Um I would like Death by Chocolate. I really like that. Or Neapolitan, one of those. What is your favorite school subject? My favorite school subject would probably have to have been I didn't like science because I had to work in the labs. I didn't like social studies because I don't like learning about history because that's in the past and, I don't really care about it. Math I liked when I was really younger. And English, I've been too good at it. Well, not good at it, but I think I'm too good at it for the class. So I didn't really like that. So I don't know. I really didn't like school. But maybe I would pick English just because, that was right up my alley. What is your favorite nickname? My favorite nickname came from my dad, and he calls me Pain in the Butt, which I really like it because I know he's teasing around, and I just like that name. What is your favorite memory with your parents? My favorite memory with my mom would definitely have to be when we rode our bikes to this store that's like 2 or 3 miles from our house, and we got ice cream there, and we just, had the fun day of doing that. And then my favorite memory with my dad is really hard. Um, hmm. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite memory with my dad. Um, 'Cause I can remember doing a lot of stuff with him, but nothing really sticks out above the rest. Like, I remember taking like long walks with him and just talking about different stuff, and I remember going camping and fishing and all kinds of stuff with my dad, but I don't really have anything that sticks out above anything else. So, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a magnificent and awesomeness day.